It's not too good like that, yeah.
Let me, okay, bring it.
Okay.
Thank
Party, the YPP, in the last gubernatorial, okay. In the last gubernatorial election. So I'm doing this press conference just to inform the world about what I think about the process generally. So I want to thank you all for coming. So I'm going to read from a prepared paper. So afterward, I think there will be questions, and then I'm ready to take your answers. Good morning, gentlemen and ladies from the press. My name is Comrade Chief Dr. Sonny Ofer, the Delta State Governorship candidate of the Young Progressive Party. I am calling this press conference to address you about the situation of the just concluded Delta State Governorship election. We have witnessed yet again a mayor selection called an election on Saturday, March 18, 2023, for the gubernatorial and State House of Assembly members, where huge fraud was sadly perpetrated. The good people of Delta State were disenfranchised and denied rights to free choice of their political leaders by widespread thuggery, vote buying, concussion of figures at collation centers and the likes. Chieftains of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and the All Progressive Congress, the APC, were variously in connivance with the umpire, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, which endorsed the charade, caricature, and show of shame. This sad scenario in the elections has reinforced the tag on the nation as fantastically corrupt. We have substantial amount of evidence to expose the tremendous fraud that took place across the polling units and ward in each of the 25 local government councils in the states. The question is, why should INEC budget such humongous amount of money only to midwife this sham and jamboree? Is it not better for INEC to advertise our elective positions in the media and open a bidding process for the highest bidders to be announced instead of wasting taxpayers' money? Instead of wasting money of taxpayers who are giving false hope that they will elect their leaders. After assurances by the electoral umpire, INEC, grueling campaigns by various parties, and debates of all of which raised the consciousness and hope of the people for a better election, influence of money owing to weaponization of poverty in the land played a fortunate role in the elections. Elective positions, therefore, largely went to the highest bidder. This is not the democracy Nigeria truly wants. This is not the democracy I decided to participate in. Our democracy indeed failed to evolve one notch higher, sadly. With governance thrown to the incapable hands, the economy of our dear Delta states will more likely bleed in the wilderness in the next 4 years. We must not continue like this. We must not continue to sweep under the carpet the fraud that has characterized our elections. As an environmental, human, and political rights activist, I will everywhere in the globe I have the chance to continue to shame these polls that were less than free, less than credible, and hence unfair. It is hoped that this approach has the beneficial effect of deepening our electoral system. My position on the Nigerian 2023 INEC General Presidential Election, National Assembly election of 25th February 2023 and the sub-national government and state houses of assembly election of 18th March 2023 will be a honest appraisal and frank evaluation of the election process and outcome. What position should a patriotic citizen take but to speak the truth that Nigeria is the only country we have, and we, the citizens, have a collective task and duty to build Nigeria into a great country in the Committee of Nations. I am a Nigerian in diaspora based in the Netherlands, Europe, and widely traveled across Europe continent and North America continent. I am in a good position to make comparison between our democracy in Nigeria and democratic practice in civilized countries overseas. There is a difference between a spectacle in a game of football and a football player who participated in the field of play. I am a field player in the just concluded INEC general governorship election, being the candidate of the Young Progressive Party YPP in Delta State, Nigeria. The key variables of the INEC general election in Nigeria must be interrogated. What are the key variables? Number one, INEC. Number two, the political parties and their candidates. Number three, the whole gamut of security organizations. The fourth estate of the realm, election observers, and most especially the European Union, the Nigerian voters, and the general public. Who is guilty of what offense or the other? To trade blame will not help us in the march to democracy consolidation. Election is a major pillar of democracy. What can be defined as the value of the average Nigerian? Why are politicians so desperate for political power? Because no sane human being steps forward to genuinely serve the population via the platform of election and feels comfortable that some citizens who will be killed on election day. The elder statesman, former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, said, and I quote, "My re-election as president of Nigeria is not worth the blood of a single Nigerian citizen." What are the complex problems associated with INEC general elections and party internal election in Nigeria? To provide permanent solution, I recommend that the President of Nigeria, who will be sworn in on the 23rd, let me take this one again.
President-elect.
Yeah. To provide permanent solution, I recommend that whoever is sworn in as Nigerian president on May 29, 2023, must convoke a national conference to deliberate on all aspects of Nigerian elections, from party primaries to INEC general elections. The resolution arrived at the national conference must be articulated as a new election reform bills to be passed into law by the Nigerian legislature and signed by Mr. President of Nigeria. Bearing the election irregularities, I am the most capable, competent, credible, and generally accepted candidate for the Delta State governorship seats. As noted here earlier, I intend to challenge the entire process in my own way. I want to thank those who sincerely supported and worked tirelessly with me in the course of the campaigns. We are the true winners because we contended with the status quo and made sure we got to the finish line. We must take pride in our issue-based campaign and doggedness to the end. I love my country, Nigeria, my dear state, Delta. I believe we would see soonest our dream of making our Delta State great again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, His Excellency. We won't have from His Excellency. So I think at this point in time, let's go into the question and answer session. So if you have any question, let's take it. We'll pick it up from there. Thank you.
There is need for us to take the appropriate actions, and I think there are laid down laws, that guide towards a process like that. So should INEC be found wanting, which I know for a fact that a lot of INEC officials were involved in this malpractice. I saw it myself, and we have evidence to that effect. There is need for them to be prosecuted. So if it leads to the INEC chairman being involved in this whole fraudulent process, of course, he should be prosecuted. you know, because there is need for us to, we are the largest democracy in Africa. So we need to set the tone. We need to be the pathfinders. The whole of African continent, and indeed the world, is looking up to us to conduct a free and fair elections. And there were hopes rising leading up to this one with the beavers. A lot were said that results will be transmitted from units to a central database where people can even go online and follow the results. So we were all, including myself, I was telling everybody around the world that I think we're going to get it right this time around. And it turned out to be the worst election Nigeria has ever conducted. So whoever is involved in this fraudulent act must be brought to book. This is my position on that. If it is the INEC chairman, he should face the wrath of the law. Delve into our situation. What happened in this 2023 election? I was a participant. I was a candidate, so I'm also a victim. I'm not just somebody who came here to vote. I came here to vote and to be voted for. And I saw a lot of things that happened, and you cannot do that. In this 21st century, you cannot do that. Most of the things that played itself out, like vote buying, you know, giving people money. The two political parties were involved. The APC was involved, the PDP was involved. But at the end of the day, it is he who gives the highest amount of money that won the polling unit. So, and then in my own unit as well, they even came to me and they said, okay, if you give us money, we will win your unit for you, including the INEC officials there, you know. So, and I told them I'm not giving a dime. And because I did not give a dime, I lost my unit. So, so it was for sale. The democracy was for sale. It was obviously open. The security operatives who were also there, who were meant to guide and protect the process, were also involved in all of these shameful acts. So what I'm saying in the nutshell is that the evidence that I have, I'm taking them with me. I'm going to use them globally, you know, to reach out to democratic institutions out there who really wish that we can strengthen our democratic process so that we can get ourselves ready and know how to go about this whole process for the next time.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.